What's up people, welcome back to Starfield, and in this episode we have 12 absolute must-have mods, including graphical improvements, fixes and also lots of very nice quality of life mods. Let's go! Okay, so let's talk about Starfield's visuals. This Starfield HD Reworked project. The idea here is to completely improve the game's graphics by reworking the textures, but without altering the original art style. So in other words, this mod is all about upscaling textures and making the environments look less blurry and more high quality. This is a work in progress and it will be constantly updated and expanded until it covers the most assets of the game. Right now it covers things like various environment textures in cities and the wilderness, rocks, walls, the floor, the terrain and so on. Also the random NPC crowd's faces to look more detailed and realistic, also some fire particle effects. Well, as mentioned, this will be constantly updated in the future to cover other things as well, so definitely worth keeping an eye on. Also talking about eyes, you have probably noticed that those random NPC crowds are totally keeping an eye on you. Of course you have noticed it. Who wouldn't notice that the NPCs look like complete psychos with shell-shocked eyes? A mod that can help you with this is Crowd NPC's Eye Ambient Occlusion fix. And this is exactly what this mod does. It aims to make the crowd NPC eyes look like they are normal people and not this "the hills have eyes" shenanigans Bethesda put onto our souls. So yes, definitely a must-have mod if you want to keep your sanity intact. Another great texture mod is SavrenX HD NPC Optimized. This one immensely improves what the NPCs look like. Unless the previous mod though, that dealt with random crowd NPCs, this one here is all about the named NPCs, meaning NPCs that have been actually face generated. That means NPCs who you can actually talk to or enemy NPCs you fight against. And this mod is really an insane and major improvement of the facial features. You will be really able to see every hair and every pore if you get close enough. With this, NPCs will look super realistic. It's also a very big file right now because the textures are still uncompressed. It appears the compression methods for Starfield texture files are still somewhat rough and can cause stutters, so hopefully this will be possible in the future. Also, make sure to check out the other SavrenX mods as well. The Flora mod, for example, looks really good too. It is also quite hardcore in terms of file size, but the high-definition textures sure look awesome. And as mentioned, once we have a proper compression method, optimizing textures won't be a problem anymore. And then some environmental mods. Stellar Glass, for example, improves the glass textures, obviously, making the glass look more realistic and have proper reflection effects. I mean, the effect really speaks for itself here. Without this mod, the glass in the game just looks really dirty, really stained, and the reflections also look kinda wavy. With this mod, it definitely looks much better. And the same treatment also for the water surfaces and textures with Stellar Water. Makes the water look less gooey. The water flow or wave effects also seems a bit more realistic too. It's like the water actually flows like it should now. Unfortunately, this mod does not cover all the waters in the game yet. Apparently there are still some limitations and we cannot fix all the stuff without the creation kit. So we have to wait a bit. But it is still a great improvement. Next we are going to look at some mod fixes. For example, the disk cache enabler is certainly interesting. This mod forces Starfield to use a file cache system to make it access the disk much less over time. And that is supposed to be especially beneficial for HDD users. It's supposed to cause less freezing and less sound drops. This is funny because this game is supposed to have a must SSD requirement, at least this is what Bethesda says. However, I'm pretty sure that there are plenty of people who actually run this on an HDD, which is probably an experience of divine horror. With this mod it's supposed to be much better. Make sure to try it out. The next mod is responsive grabbing, and no, it's not about grabbing your waifu NPCs, unfortunately. It is about picking up objects and dragging bodies. So yes, it is kinda about grabbing NPCs after all, never mind. In the game there is a very annoying 1-second delay every time you want to pick something up, and this mod reduces it to only 300 milliseconds. It may not sound like a major difference, but it actually does change things quite a bit. You will definitely agree once you tried it out. This is really a must-have mod. Another fix that you will certainly want is no XP kill steal fix. This one is rather frustrating because in this game even companions can kill steal your XP. By default you need to do at least 25% damage to a target to get XP, and this mod reduces it to less than 1%, and then it doesn't matter who finishes it off. I'm not saying it should be like in Fallout 4, where if something somewhere dies, even far away off screen, you totally get the XP for it, but as long as you actively engaged with it in combat and damaged it, there should be XP. So this mod does exactly the right thing. And another mod that goes into the same direction is enemy-friendly fire. This is rather self-explanatory. Well, this is not about making combat more easy or more hard, this is more to just make it more realistic. The AI is dumb in this game and will often walk into its own fire. Or if a bad guy throws grenades and hits his fellow bad guys, there should be obviously some damage. I mean, you can actually accidentally shoot your companion and they can also damage you as well. Just try giving them grenades, for example, and see where this gets you. So it's great that with this mod the enemies get the same treatment now. Anyway, let's take a look at some very useful quality of life mods as well. Scanner Encumbrance display with time, for example, is absolutely a must-have. It adds a mass meter to the scanner by replacing the gravity, however. Then again, they actually put the gravity in the lower left part. It's just smaller now, but still there too. Besides, the newest version of this mod even has the time in the upper part. That makes it even more awesome. But back to the main attraction, the mass indicator. Knowing how much stuff you actually loaded is of course very convenient. It's annoying to open your inventory all the time just to check how much stuff you already picked up and whether you are already encumbered or what. I mean, sure, the game tells you eventually and you notice that you drain oxygen while running, but it's certainly much more convenient to constantly have a display there while you mine or loot stuff. Then we have another StarUI mod. Woohoo! This time it's for the workbenches. Well, what can I say? StarUI is awesome as always. We get a more compact and convenient layout, much more information with a better overview. We can instantly see what exactly we need to craft the items and upgrades. It also allows us to craft as many items at a time as we want. And what I like the most is that it actually shows the heart icon for your favorited weapons, reducing the time to search for them, because this is usually what you want to upgrade anyway, and it's very annoying when you have several weapons with the same name. You can also recolorize each workbench's interface and enable a dark mode in the ini file, so lots of customization features as always. So yes, just like with the other StarUI mods, this one is definitely something you really want to get. And another quality of life mod we got is Hold to Equip Extended. Oh yes, this is truly hilarious. Remember how Bethesda promised us a food button? Well, this is actually similar. It makes the Hold to Equip function that is already present in the vanilla game also work with food items and books. You can simply hold down the button to instantly consume food or ingredients.
Something you need?
No need to loot this stuff, open your inventory, find it and then be able to eat it. This is just torture, seriously. And as for the books, you can hold down the button to read them. Pure awesomeness. This mod also works well with the responsive grabbing mod we talked about earlier. You just have to change some values. Follow the instructions in the comments on the mod page. And this is all I have for you today. Wait, the most important thing! Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Links to all mods, as always, in the description below. Make sure to endorse all the mods you like. I thank you all for watching and see you around.